from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their...
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Darnold on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On second down now. It's Collins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
4 yards, the pickup, first down.
The numbers for Collins last week, 22 carries, 120 yards even.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And its defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Darnold on third down. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3, second down. Darnold from the gun. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
right. This is Montgomery on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And their offense will be set up well as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Montgomery. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Collins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, it's Darnold. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Darnold. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on her. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. Know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Darnold. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Collins. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Collins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play in a quick strike.
This is taken at about the 14. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. They'll set up a throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And here's Darnold to keep it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Take that! 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give to Collins. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Airing one out for Crook, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Delayed give to Collins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's caught. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Yetur Gross-Matos just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get it to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll start with the option, starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pressure too much. Down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage. The big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Montgomery. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here's Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold looking downfield for Godwin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll drop to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
They'll indeed run here right off the bat. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Montgomery. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now it's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball. These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And Darnold, he lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That's to his running back, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And the Panthers coming out now. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.